If you guys want to learn how to make pizza at home, this is the video you're going to want to watch. What's going on, guys? Tom Costanza here, back with another YouTube video, posting videos every single Sunday morning. Today, we're going to be making pizza at home in a conventional oven. I know I have a regular pizza oven, but that's not how I started making pizza. I learned how to make pizza on an oven just like this one right here. Let's get right into the video. Okay, first of all, so if you guys are wondering how to make the pizza dough and you don't know how, I highly recommend going back and watching my videos on how I make pizza dough at home. I have 2 different methods. I highly recommend going back and watching them. Let me know if you guys do have any questions. I'm very receptive to the comments section. But we have our one dough here of a poolish pizza dough. So this has been risen for about 2-3 hours now. It's full of air. We're just gonna take it and toss it around in some flour. It's very important to be very careful with the dough. Now that it's covered in flour, we're not going to touch the crust at all. We're going to start by pressing everything but the crust. So literally just pressed all of the bubbles out of the center, but we have all of our crust still intact. Flip it over, quarter turn, same thing. If it's sticky, throw some more flour down. This is where more flour, the better, almost. Another quarter turn. Very important to keep the top of the dough, the top of the pizza. You don't want the bottom of the dough to be the top of the pizza. It's just not going to turn out right. But once we have about a 6-inch diameter pizza, we could start putting one hand in the center, stretching, throwing over your hand, and repeat. This takes some time to get used to. I'm still not extremely quick with it, but it gets the job done. Okay, so now that we have about an 8-inch pizza, we are going to take it to our fists. We're just going to lightly stretch and use gravity. You want to be able to see right through the pizza. How many fingers am I holding up? Exactly. Once you have a nice stretch to it with no holes, lay it back down on the table, and now you have your 12-inch personal pie right here. The first thing that you want to do is take your sauce. I do 2 scoops here. And I just swirl it around just like you see in a regular pizzeria. I go all the way up until the crust, but I do not put the pizza sauce on the crust. To avoid any tearing or a big mess, I do not put a heavy amount of sauce in the center. So you pour it in the center, but you want to spiral it all out so that there's very little sauce in the center. Right now, you should be looking at something that looks just like this. The nice spiral in the center, all the sauce pretty much on the outside. And then the next thing to do is to add some Parmesan cheese. Now, it's very important to just stop here. The reason why a lot of pizzas don't come out correctly in the regular oven is because you're not pre-cooking your dough. So right now we just have the sauce and the Parmesan, and that's it. So we're going to take our pizza peel. We're just going to pinch it right under. Right on. Very important before putting it into the oven, make sure that it slides. Right now, it's not sliding right here. So we're going to put it right back. We're going to take some flour, we're going to dry our pizza peel, and we're going to throw it underneath our pizza dough. Let's try it again. Boom, smooth. Okay, so here we have it. It's got a nice, the entire thing shakes. That's exactly what you're looking for. Now let's go into the oven. There. We have our pizza stone. You go right into the oven. Just like that. Now, when the pizza's in the oven, there's really no time limit to look out for. Typically, it's about anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes or so in the oven. What I look for, the dough, the crust starts to rise. As soon as I see my first brown spot on the crust, I take it out. So we're gonna wait and see. Once we have our first brown spot on the crust, we'll take it out and then we'll show you our next steps. If not prepared already, cut your mozzarella. Make sure that it's all cut into the pieces that you want. I use the fresh mozzarella rather than the dried, just because the fresh tastes a lot better. I also top it with some olive oil and some black pepper. You guys can put whatever you want on the pizza. This is just what I do for a margarita pizza. Okay, literally after about 4 to 6 minutes, we can take our pizza out. As you can see, brown spot right there, time to go. Now you wanna work very quickly right now because you don't want the pizza to cool. So you wanna take your fresh mozz, just throw it all over the pizza. Obviously you don't wanna throw too much or else it's just gonna be a milky mess. And one for me. Now, here's the part, olive oil. Olive oil in the center and all around and on the crust. You want to put the olive oil on the crust. A little bit of black pepper. Here we go. Now that your pizza's looking like this, it's time to go in. Now here what you want to look out for is just the cheese to fully melt and for the crust to be a golden brown. So the cheese is not going to burn. As long as your cheese is nice and cold, the cheese is not going to burn. That is why we pre-cook the dough. Everyone, when they put the cheese in before pre-cooking the dough, the cheese always bubbles, overcooks, and it starts to break down, and the dough is not even fully cooked. So we're gonna wait another 8 minutes for the crust to be a golden brown and the cheese to be melted. And we're gonna check back in with you. Okay, our pizza's ready. That looks phenomenal. Okay, come take a closer look at this. So still smoking. The crust is super golden brown. The cheese is fully melted. Undercarriage. Undercarriage is looking absolutely insane. Crunch. Nice crunch. Now, unfortunately for you guys, I'm not cutting into this pizza. These pizzas fit perfectly in 1 gallon Ziploc bags, so I'm actually going to be storing this pizza in the freezer, and then you can just reheat them right back up by putting them into the oven. But I'm sure you guys believe me that the crust is full of air. You can't ask for a better pizza at home right now. Let me know if you guys do have any questions down in the comment section below. I'm here to help. This pizza's phenomenal. I want to share it with you guys. I'll put a link down in the description below of my 2 pizza videos that are doing really well right now with the Gosney Rockbox. That's the pizza oven that I have, and I really enjoy using the Gosney Rockbox. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I bought it with my own money, and I just really love using the oven. That is all that I have for you guys in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys took something away from watching this video. Try this for your guys selves. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any questions. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week, every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.